So hello everyone, once again welcome back. So in this video we are tackle one most famous interview question. I mark is this particular question as the 2 star because it is a very important question. So in this video what we do, we simply find the prime number. What is the prime number? If user insert any value, let's user insert any value 100 up to 100, yeah, up to 1000 anything else. Let's suppose user enter 5. So this 5 is prime number or not, we are checking in this particular videos. So how to find the prime numbers and all the things. So first we need to understand what is the prime number. So simply means then prime number is this number which is divided by only one and it itself, which number is divided by one and itself is known as the prime number. How? Let's suppose I give the example 2. 2 is only divided by 1 and itself divided by 2. Let's see the again example 3. 3 is only divided by 1 and itself. Let's take the another example 5. 5 is only divided by itself and 1. If I take the 4 example, so 4 is divided by 2, so this is not prime number. If I take the example of 3, 3 is divided by 3, so this is not prime number. If I take the example of 8, 8 is divided by 2, also divided by 4, so this is not a prime number. And all the prime number, let 7 is prime number because 7 is divided by only for 7 itself, 7 and 1. And let's the another example 9. 9 is not prime number because 9 is divided by 3. So again 11. 11 is the also prime number because 11 is divided by itself and by 1. And after that 13. 13 is also prime number. After that 17. 17 is also prime number. 19 and also prime number and so on. This is all about the prime number. So what is the prime number? Any number which is divided by itself and by 1, this is called as a prime number. So this is all about the prime number. So let's start the what's approach we using for solving this. Find the prime numbers and check the whether its number is prime or not. So first what we do, we simply take any variables. Let's take the a flag. Simply in this I take the one flag. This flag initial value is 0. And what we do, we simply use the for loop. Let's suppose I check the this particular value. Let's suppose check the 7 is prime number is not. So I use the for loop which is go to the 2 because don't need to check the 1 because every number is divided by 1, so we don't use to check the value is the 1. Check the value is 1 because if I check the value is 1, then every one number is divided by 1, so this is not give me the right answer. So we go to the for loop 2 to up to less than equals to particular number. Here is number is 7, so 7 divided by 2. Why 7 divided by 2? He go not go to 7. Why go to the 7? 7 divided by 2. So why he go to 7 divided by 2 and num divided by 2? The famous, that's why because every numbers when you every numbers, let's suppose I take the example of 10. When you divide into the half part, what is the half part of the 5? 10 is 5 and up to 5 means if adding it into 1, he becomes the 6. And if you this particular number 6 is divided by 10, is not divided by 10. If I divide by 10, it is not any he sorry, if I divide by this particular number by 6, it's half number plus 1, then he give me the answer as the 1.1 and something remainder. So we don't need to check this because if this particular number is divided, so he divide the its own half and the less than its own half, not more than the its own half. So this is all about why we using here, you using 7 by 2. So this is all approach. So after then what we check, we simply check if if this particular number 7, let's suppose I give the variable 7 modulo and this 2, first one is 2, 7 modulo 2 if equals to 0. So simply what we do, if it is equals to 0 means that means that this is a not prime number, because prime number is only divide by its own and 1. So here we don't check the 1 values, we simply check the its own, yeah, itself. So here if is divide by the, if the 7 divide by this particular number and he give the condition is false, true, give the condition is true, so simply what we do, we simply this particular flag become 1, we simply increment the flag become 1. After flag become 1, simply what we do, simply break the loop. Why we break the loop? Because if this particular condition, if condition is hit as the true, then he go to the flag, and we know this particular number is not a prime number, so simply we don't check in the further, we simply run out the flow loop, and after then we simply check in the, again use the if condition. In the if condition we check, simply check if flag equals to 1, so we simply say the not prime number, not prime. And if all the for loop is traversed and we don't hit this particular line, we don't give the this particular, yeah, simply say that with this particular condition is always false, so we simply say that this particular number is prime number, because we flag value equals always equal to 0, because when this particular condition is true, then we increment the flag. But when this particular is not not give the condition as the true, we don't go to inside the if condition and simply all the simply our for loop is the looping again. After the terminate the condition, he out of the for loop, and he not increment the value of the flag. When the value is not incremented by the 1, we simply say that this is the prime number, because its value is not divided by any value, yeah. So this is all the approach. Let's copy it and code it so you better understand. So what we do, simply take the int flag equals to 0, and what we do, simply what I do, I use the for loop. In the for loop, I simply go to int I equals to 0 2, and I greater than equals to particular num by 2. What is the num? So I write the num which given by the user. So here I write int num equals to, let's suppose user give the answer is the 7, so he go to the 7 divided by 2, he go to the 7 divided by 2 equal to 3, so he go to the 2 up to 3. After then what we do, simply check the if this particular numbers num modulo I equals to 0, means is divided by i's value. So when this value is divided, we simply increment the flag. After incrementing the flag, we simply break it, because we know this is not a prime number, then why we are simply increment the value. Or after completing this particular if for loop, when for loop terminated, we simply use the if condition, and if flag equals to 0, let's suppose if flag equals to 0, so simply say that this is the prime number, so simply write the prime number. And if this particular condition give me the as the, because if flag equal to not 1 means 1, when the flag is 1, so simply go to the else condition. In else condition, simply write not prime number. So let's run it and see the what if 7 is prime number or not. So simply I run it, and here see 7 is prime number. Let's I write the number as the 6. If I write the number as the 6 and run it, so here you can say 6 is not prime number. If I write the number is the 100, so you can say 100 is also not a prime number. If I write the number as the 97, you can say 97 is a prime number. So this is all about how to calculate the prime number. So thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.